Welcome back. This afternoon, you're listening to the Todd Laborowitz Show, Real Estate Radio and Salem Broadcast Network, WRC 1260 AM. I am your host, Todd Laborowitz, and we're speaking with Jacki Coyle, Executive Director of Shepherd's Table, and Scott Davison, Senior Development Associate of Shepherd's Table. In Montgomery County, one of the wealthiest counties in the nation, there are over 1,004 homeless people, and in the greater D.C. region, there's an estimated 11,547 homeless people, and in the USA, an estimated 636,000 homeless people. And Shepherd's Table, tell us a little bit more about how you're making an impact in our community and making a huge difference.
Shepherd's Table has been in the community for 31 plus years now, and we provide many services. The one that we're probably most known for is a dinner meal. We provided in those 31 plus years 1.2 million meals. Never, ever did we have a night without a meal. So we are impacting lives by providing nutritious food. We're impacting lives so that people are not going hungry in Montgomery County.
And where's all this food coming from?
Great question. It comes from people who donate the food, from supermarkets, from farmers markets. Some we purchase. We're very much now in food recovery, so not only from supermarkets, but going to restaurants and other vendors who have food so that we can get the food to us, as well as other providers who do food recovery.
Wow, and also you do some other things as far as I see here with the eye clinic, the clothes closet, resource center, and you have bilingual volunteers to cover a wider range. Can you tell me a little bit more about those topics?
Sure. And like you had mentioned, Todd, we cover a huge gamut of social services, including eye clinic, clothing, resource center. Our eye clinic specifically was established in 1999, and we have an optometrist who comes in twice bi-monthly, and she sees and screens our individual clients, provides them with glasses, referrals that they needed, and also screenings. In addition, we also have a resource center that works with our clients, provides them mailing services, transportation services such as bus tokens that they need to go to a homeless shelter or a referral to another doctor, in addition to our clothing. Our clothes closet is once a week on Wednesday morning, and they come in for about 10-15 minutes, our clients, and they shop for whatever clothes they may need or we may have available for them. So it's really a wealth of social services that we provide for them, and it's not just to add to Jacki's point, it's not just food that we're known for, but a wealth of other social services.
Now, the clothes closet, how does that work, or is it through donations?
It's primarily through donations. We have a lot of donors that come in and donate clothes that maybe they haven't worn in some time, maybe they clothes that just grew out of, whatever it may be. So they come in and drop off the clothes.
And how can our listeners that want to donate get in touch with you?
Certainly, they can contact us. We also have drop-ins too. Anyone that has clothes that may not want to, that unfortunately just doesn't contact us, they can just drop in and ring the doorbell. Well, we can help them out. So there are a few different ways they can contact us directly, or just drop off clothes if they want.
Okay, so if you have clothing for Shepherd's Table, what I'd like to do is have you call or text me at 301-467-8444. That number again is 301-467-8444. Just put Shepherd's Table clothing or where do I drop it off, and I'll go ahead and get that address over to them so it can be taken care of. In Montgomery County, you got this thing broken down because when we think of homeless people, I know for myself it's somebody that's living on the street or something that's abandoned, or I don't know the reasons behind it, but we have like chronic substance abuse, serious mental illness, chronic health problems, physical disability, victims of domestic violence, or they have limited English. And you have products that are helping each and every one. Are you helping them survive day to day, or are you actually helping them lift up and get to a safe place? I don't know the right word to use.
Well, what I like to describe Shepherd's Table is the top of a funnel, so that anyone who is homeless and has a need can come to Shepherd's Table. We're going to provide the basic human services that we've talked about, but we're also going to provide referrals and advocate for the folks so that they can get mental health counseling, or they can get to a doctor, or they can get counseling for being in an abusive situation. We're going to direct them to the right people. We're going to advocate on their behalf. So we might not actually do the service, but we're going to get them to the right service.
Okay. So getting on the other end of it, of getting I'm sure, are there any upcoming events that you have? How do you raise money? How can the community get involved to help you with your mission?
Well, there are a few different ways. And in fact, I just want to touch on this. We just recently had our most successful event, our annual fundraiser called Always Room for One More at the Fillmore, which was by and large really our main event of the year and our most successful to date. We raised more than $106,000, and that was terrific. It was very supportive of the local community. We do have, I know Jackie will touch on this a little later, a backpack drive right now where people can donate $25 for a backpack that a lot of our clients need to keep certain documents in there. It's waterproof and whatever clothes they might have. So the backpack drive we just launched that earlier this month for our newsletter. We do have another walk coming up in October. That's a very, very tentative right now. We do plan on having another walk. We didn't have one last year, but the year before we did have one. So that's sort of the next event coming up as well.
Okay. The backpack, that's fascinating. So for $25, you are helping someone get the backpack to hold the documents that they need. Are you teaming up with other businesses? How are you marketing that other than the show?
Well, we found a provider up in actually New York City who creates this backpack, and it is designed specifically for folks who are living on the street. It's very large, it's very well insulated, has a bottom pocket for a poncho that's rubberized, so you put that wet poncho in there, it doesn't ruin everything else. So instead of having folks drop off backpacks to us, we're asking, please provide us with the $25. We just started this drive, and already we're at 133. So we're looking for businesses or schools or other community organizations to say, sponsor 10 backpacks, sponsor 20 backpacks. We just had a dental group sponsor. I think they sponsored about 50 backpacks.
Oh, wow.
So how wonderful was that? So we're looking for people to say, we want to get engaged with this. It's a very easy way to engage. So provide a backpack. The other way financially to support us is write a check. Go on our website to donate now. All the money that's given supports our services. And as you can imagine, we need money to survive, so to provide the services.
Well, that's wonderful. And we need to get our businesses heavily involved. And I can give you some resources after the show to kind of help with that. By the way, if you're just tuning in, I have with me Jacki Coyle and Scott Davison with Shepherd's Table. I am your host, Todd Laborowitz, and you're listening to Salem Broadcast Network, WRC 1260 AM. So with Shepherd's Table, it's been around since when?
1983.
Okay. And you guys have grown it into this huge nonprofit that's making a big impact in the community, and it's very well known and popular. What are some of the challenges that you faced within the organization?
Well, I think continually we're faced with raising the money each year to provide our mission. So every year we set our budget, we set a high goal, we want to provide the services, so that's a challenge. The other challenge is to continually work with folks who are chronically homeless, who have been on the street for 10 years or 20 years or 30 years. How do you work with them until a point where they decide, I want to change my life, I want to do something different? How do we work with the county and other providers here in the county to provide housing? I mean, one of the main reasons people are homeless is because of a lack of affordable housing. So we in Montgomery County have actually seen an 11% decrease in the number of homeless since the facts that you have came out. Actually, the report just came out. That number has gone down because we are working much harder at providing housing for people. So we want businesses to engage with us, with the county, with other providers to make housing affordable for people.
Wonderful. Well, Jacki, let me ask you this. As executive director of Shepherd's Table, how did you get involved with Shepherd's Table?
Previous to Shepherd's Table, I worked for Catholic Charities in Baltimore at a program called Our Daily Bread, which provided meals to about 800 people. So I've always had a heart for people who were living in very vulnerable situations, and I want to make a difference with my life, and this is a perfect way to assist people, to help them walk their journey with them, and to see them move to self-sufficiency. You were struggling before. What do we do? We want everyone to move to be self-sufficient. Just ran into a former client the other day, and actually I walked into a McDonald's, and there was Eddie, and he said, "Oh, Jacki, it's so good to see you." Well, it's so good to see you, Eddie. He came to us. He had been hospitalized. When he came, he accessed services. Well, he worked very hard to get his life together. He works a couple jobs. He has housing. He's an incredible human being, and he made it. He sustains his life now and just comes back occasionally to visit us. That's what it's all about for me.
Wow, Jacki, that makes a huge difference in his life, and I'm sure it impacted you in a positive way as well. Well, next Saturday at 1 p.m., we'll be talking with real estate agent Bruce Cotting with Real Living at Home that claims to be a radically different kind of real estate company. Also, next Saturday at 1 p.m., we'll be speaking with Cornerstone Montgomery. I also want to thank our producer, Craig Gilner. We appreciate all the hard work you put into the show each and every week. Tune into the Todd Laborowitz Show next Saturday, May 31st at 1 p.m. right here on Salem Broadcast Network, WRC 1260 AM. You need the inside scoop. And here's a shout out from Scott Davison.
Happy birthday, Mom. Happy 70th.
Investors endured two devastating bear market corrections since the year 2000. Unfortunately, many people still haven't recovered from their losses. Yet our clients tell a different story. I'm Jim Musgrave with Research Financial Strategies. For investments that make money in both bull and bear markets, call me at 301-588-0514 or visit jimmusgrave.com to learn how Research Financial Strategies can benefit you, your family, and your business. Can you afford not to?